The mission of the Kingston City School District is to educate, inspire, and graduate all students all the time. And one of the things we are always looking for is what are those levers that will help us to improve our students' experience here in Kingston City School District, as well as getting them through the 12th grade and to have them graduate. And research shows us that students who are suspended or who are subject to discipline in a traditional sense aren't necessarily successful in school, and really they're the students who aren't graduating. A restorative justice model will put us in a place where we can look at the root causes of students' behaviors and issues that they have in school, and be able to hopefully work with the student to correct those behaviors and not have them out of school, absent from instruction and things that they need to move on and be successful in school and then in life.
So restorative justice, and certainly the way that I see it playing out in our district, is we're really about developing empathy and changing behavior. And so I think that it dovetails very nicely in with the PBIS initiative, which is all about building relationships, about teaching behavioral expectations and positive behavior. So I feel like that's the preventive end of it. And then the intervention is really the restorative justice process. So, if a student does make a poor decision, that we can work with them on ways to address and change that behavior and try to right the wrong. 180 is a nice community partnership, just like some others that exist that we can refer to, that will help students outside of school to really look at the why and the how, and then come back to us, and that we can partner with them to make it beneficial to everybody.
180 is a specific restorative justice based program, and because restorative justice is not just a model, it's policy, it's philosophy, and it can be a specific intervention. Basically, we're trying to help shine a light on some of the things that they haven't thought about. So who is affected by what happened, and how are they affected by what happened? These are things that generally youth just aren't thinking about. Developmentally, they're just not there yet. So we're planting those seeds and we're helping them come to these conclusions. Before we get to accountability, we're just trying to understand where you're coming from. And I think that that's huge.
You got to get to know the child before you just automatically lay on an infraction or a consequence. First thing is, you've got to ask the questions. Why did you do it? What's the reason why you committed this problem? How can we fix it so you're not doing it again? Things like that. Those are really important questions that we need to know before a consequence is issued. The bottom line is, we've got to get, kids talking. We adults have to listen, and we all have to work as a team.
Really, we're talking about the investment of the entire school community in this, especially in something like restorative justice, because it's based on relationships and building relationships. People really have to look past people's shortcomings and some of the mistakes people make, and look at them as mistakes, and not look at them from a personal point of view where that person is out to get me, or that person is after me, or again, this is the adults and the kids taking a look at ourselves and our own, and how we relate with others. Maybe you're not just a teacher, you're not just a cop, or not just a security guard in a uniform. You're actually a person that deals with the same things that I deal with. That's what we're hoping the kids will see. More kids need to be passing, more kids need to be coming to school, more kids need to see school as a place, as a refuge, as a place to go, as a place to be comfortable, as a place to live and love and survive, whatever it needs to be for them.
We hope that our kids make it through, and that they not only come out successfully as students, but as humans, and that they're going to be involved and contribute in the community moving forward. And so it's a real investment for all of us.